Neediness is a phenomenon that pervades our lives more than any of us could imagine. But the good news is there is a way out. In this video, I'm going to share with you what is causing neediness, plus a simple process that you can use right away to antidote your neediness. So stay tuned. Hello and welcome to the Inner Fire channel. My name is Adam Riley, and I was probably one of the neediest people to ever walk the face of this beautiful planet that we live on. Getting free from my neediness is something that I work on every single day, and in general, I believe that the pursuit of getting free from neediness is one of the greatest things that we can focus on in our time. The unfortunate thing about neediness is the fact that we feel like we need something external from ourselves for us to be okay, when in fact the neediness actually tends to push away the love that we're trying to bring closer. But what is it exactly that we need? Well, as I mentioned, it's usually a form of love that we're looking for. As humans, we have a deep sense that we need love and connection, and our nervous system tells us that to get that love and connection, we must go out and get it. But here's where it gets interesting. We would be fine if we just wanted these forms of love and connections from others in the outside world. The problem is when we feel like we need it. When we feel like we need it, there is a fear behind it. A fear that if we don't get this form of love from this person, it will be the end of me. It's literally a version of the fear of death that we experience. So why all the fear? Well, there is a good reason. Your nervous system is programmed to survive. And right or wrong, it correlates its likelihood of survival with its perception of its own value, meaning how lovable it thinks it is. The logic goes like this. That which is valued will be loved, and that which is loved will be taken care of and will survive. Therefore, that which is not valued and not loved will not be taken care of and will likely perish. This naturally generates fear. So based on this, your nervous system comes to this conclusion: we need love or we will die. Now, we can't stop your nervous system from believing that it needs love to survive, but what we can do is find a more reliable source of love. You see, trying to get your need for love met in the outside world is incredibly unstable. Anyway, the point is this: love from the outside world is amazing, but it is by nature unstable and inconsistent. Please pay attention to what I'm about to say. If you rely solely upon external relationships to get your needs for love met, you will spend your whole life scrambling for something that you will never achieve, and you will always feel like something is missing. Sound like fun? Sound like something that you might be doing? Well, don't worry, we are all doing this, so welcome to the club. The important thing is there is a way out, there is a hack, and what I'm about to share with you is phenomenal, so make sure to pay attention. Your system does not prioritize external love and validation over internal love and validation, meaning it does not prioritize the love from others over the love and validation that you give it. In fact, external love and validation can only affect your system if you agree with it internally. This means that the most meaningful source of love and validation to your system always comes from you. Isn't that amazing? What this means is that you don't need the love and validation from the outside world to meet that internal need that, if not met, will naturally trigger the fear of death. It means that you can fill it yourself, and you can do it better than anything that you can receive from the outside world. Now, I want to take a time out for 1 second to say two things. One, I'm not saying external relationships are never a good place to get your needs met, or that there's anything wrong with wanting love from the outside world. And two, I'm not saying that this is necessarily easy to do. The theory is simple, but the practice, well, it takes practice. That said, I want to give you a formula that you can use right away to implement this in your life, and an example of how it works so that you can see it in action. The formula goes like this. So step one is find the action based on neediness. And in our example, we'll say, I check my phone all the time to see if I've got any messages, okay? That's a needy action based on needing love from the outside world. Step 2, ask yourself what the need or needs for love are underlying the action. So in our example, we ask ourselves and we might get a response like, I feel like I need attention, or I need to feel important. Remember that it's okay to have needs and it's okay to need and want these things. Next, and this is the key, in step 3, we ask ourselves, how can I meet this need for myself? In other words, you can ask yourself, what can I do for you, myself, that will fill this need for love? Now, in our example, you might get a response like, you could spend some time with me, or be there for me, or get me a cup of tea, right? These are just examples, of course, and everybody is different, but you'll be surprised how well this works, so make sure to give it a try. I suggest you rewind this video, jot down those 3 steps, try this for yourself 3 times a day for 3 days, and then let us know in the comments below how it went for you. The point with these 3 questions is that you can find out what the need for love is behind the needy action and how you can meet that need for love right away yourself. Now, the other important piece of the puzzle in getting free from neediness is you need to be able to process the emotions, meaning you need to be able to process the fear and anxiety. And the best tool for doing that is the anxiety relief protocol. 3 simple steps for reducing anxiety quickly, anytime, anywhere. Now, if you take the anxiety relief protocol and the formula that I've just showed you for your neediness, these 2 together will be dynamite for healing your neediness. Luckily, I've put together a free training for the anxiety relief protocol where I show you each of the 3 steps and how to implement them in your life so that you get results right away. Make sure to get access to that for free in the description of this video. Now, the last thing I will say is this. Every second of time and every bit of effort that you put into healing your neediness will come back to you exponentially. I swear, doing the simple things that I've talked about in this video can have a profound effect on your life. You will immediately start to feel better. They build self-esteem and confidence, as well as stripping away the barriers between you, the people you care about, and all the good things you want and deserve in your life. And that's why I believe that getting free from anxiety is one of the greatest pursuits of our time. And the good news is we can do it. We have the technology. Thank you so much for joining. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, make sure to share it with a friend, give it a like, subscribe, and all that good stuff. And I will see you soon. Let's get free together.